I think it was the love which spoke of a universal language, which was understood by people in Russia, by people in England, by people in China. I think it was the magic of Mr. Raj Kapoor. It was again his passion and again his great kind of fire within him, the fire of love and romance which clicked. It was also the pair, Nargis Raj Kapoor pair, which after Barsat, or rather during Barsat, it became the great image of RK Studios. And even today, it's the Barsat, the violin and the violinist and the girl in his arms bending over. I think it was that. His last film, Ram Teri Ganga Maili, which has, I think, excellent music. Ravindra Jain's music is excellent.
How does he get it?
He, again, you see, he was a musician. He was an amazing musician. He was trained for a very small while, very little while, by R.C. Boral, who used to be the big music director at New Theatres in Calcutta in the 30s. And I suppose it was inborn. I think he got it from my mum. My mother was a singer, not my father. My father and I, we both didn't have the music ear. But I think it was my mother that he got it from. And he had this kind of Saraswati ka vaas boliye, ek den boliye. And he was a natural musician. कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट आप दे दीजिए तो बजा लेते थे, whether it was an accordion or a piano or a sitar or a tabla or a flute or a duff, and he used to play it. Then he, without learning the different rags, yet he acquired this sudden knowledge. Maybe it was inborn, So whenever he sat for a music sitting, whether it was a Prithvi Theatre music sitting for the dramas like Shakuntal and Diwar and Pathan, or his own films like Aag, Barsat, Avara, Ah, he didn't just participate, he contributed, and the music directors were amazed. That's why he could take somebody, just from nobody class, like a drum player Shankar and a harmonium player Jayakishan, and he brought them out and he said, okay, you become my music directors. And they said, "Nahi, aise kaise ho sakta hai?" And he said, "No, you can. I'm there with you." And he proved it. And then again, he proved it again after Shankar Jayakishan. He proved it again with Lakshmikant Pyarelal, who are of course fine musicians. Great musician, but he said, okay, ye zara hatke hoga music. And you can see that. There are 3 films in RK, are a little different from other films. And again then after that he took Ravindra Jain, and Ravindra Jain was excellent, excellent. The amazing thing is, there was a 14 years gap between Raji and me. I being the youngest, he being the oldest. And what I used to hear from my mother and father was that ever since he was a little kid, Raj Kapoor was a showman. He was a born showman. When he was little, and if he got a firing or if he got a yell, and the reaction was a natural reaction of weeping, he would go near a mirror, watch himself, which later on Rishi Kapoor did. Because I remember that was during my time, because I was, something like 14 years older to Rishi. So itna sara Rishi, hum log usko thappad marte the, and he would immediately go find a mirror and go, So Raj Kapoor used to do that when Rishi did that. And my father always said that these two, used to say, they will be fantastic, absolutely. And it was proved. Raji had another very inborn talent, and that was to be able to capture attention. So whether it was in the family, or whether it was with friends, or on the stage, or on the screen, he was able to mesmerize the listener. He was able to control and look straight, with his deep intensity, and it grabbed the audience. And that's why he could get away with murder. If you go back in retrospect, if you analyze all his works, and you can see lots and lots of faults, because he never made a film with the brain. He made the film with the heart. That was Raj Kapoor. Raji was a real bhagat of Charlie Chaplin. To such an extent, it's amazing, it's very uncanny, I tell you. In Mera Naam Joker, Raji plays an aged clown in one of the parts, right? Now that I saw in the end of 60s, Raj Saab doing that. And in 73, I went to Venice with a film of mine called Siddhartha, and Conrad and I were there at the festival. And Charles Chaplin was brought in, specially flown in. He was very aged, he was aging, he was going to die, but as a great, thing. They were going to honor him. So the president of Italy sent his helicopter to Charles Chaplin. Charlie came, arrived on a helicopter, came on the stage, and he walked exactly like Raj Kapoor in Mera Naam Joker. Can you imagine that? I mean, it was, you know, it was as though Mr. Charles Chaplin had seen Joker, Raj Kapoor, you know, coming like that and looking at the audience. And this is what Raj Kapoor did in Joker, and this is what Charles Chaplin did. And it was, Simi and I were there, and we just stood up, you know, started clapping, and for half an hour, he got an ovation there. It was marvelous. So it was the influence of Charles Chaplin that brought out all the social message or social element in Raji's films. And also it had a lot to do with our father, our guru, Shri Prithviraj Kapoor Sahab. In Papaji's theatre, Prithvi Theatres, apart from Shakuntal, all the other plays, Diwar, Pathan, Ghaddar, Ahuti, Paisa, and Kisan, they all spoke of certain problems of the people. And I think he probably, you know, he kind of graduated from the theatre into the movies. And I think that's what he carried with him, and he put it in his films.